was Liverpool the first city to have an organised body of accountants? The Incorporated Society of Liverpool Accountants, 1870. What are the origins of ISLA? That is the main question in Liverpool accounting history. And a hypothesis that you can find in the literature is that the answer lies in new bankruptcy legislation around the time and in the actions of Liverpool lawyers. There's never been any accounting history research that focuses exclusively on Liverpool. It has always been comparative research, what happened in Manchester that didn't happen in Liverpool. I think it's time to focus on Liverpool exclusively and really get to the bottom of this question about the ISLA and its origins. And I think we need to have more than one hypothesis to work with. If you can have two hypotheses and maybe two competing hypotheses, it brings in a broader empirical field, more interesting sources of data, and it brings in more concepts and theories. And by expanding the scope of research, it helps keep up the links with important ideas and theories, for example, those developed by Max Weber. It's important to say, of course, that the hypotheses that we're talking about must have prima facie potential and validity. It's well known that the stock market financing model is favourable to accountants. And between 1850 and 1900, limited liability and marketable securities grew massively. There were huge benefits for investors, of course, that they could form up portfolios, diversify their risk, and they could move into and out of the market whenever they wanted. But the question for us is, how did financial practice change in Liverpool? And how did Liverpool accountants react to that? I've looked carefully at the life of leading Liverpool accountant Harmood. He raised a lot of money for charity in the 1840s, and he was well known for doing so. He was also publicly recognised as an auditor, before 1850. And he represented public in the Liverpool Water Company during the takeover of that business, and they did well out of it, and he was publicly recognised for his role there. And he also publicly defended the Liverpool Water Company against allegations of water shortage during a time of cholera. In other words, he stepped into civic debates on behalf of companies and investors. And he established the accounting firm Harmood Sons in the 1810s. So well before 1870, the reputation of Harmood was sky high. And this was not PR. He genuinely did good things and real things, including libraries and schools. So the question is, how does that feed into a hypothesis? What is the hypothesis that you get from that? Let me know what you think.